Okay, so I just shot the big gun, Overwatch. I only need 6s. What did I roll? 3 1s. Okay, let's forget that roll. Richard did laugh. I hate you, Richard. Right.
I hate me too sometimes.
So, we are back. Necrons versus Orks, but this time we both have 2 flyers. It's going to be a dogfight, and it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, I'm back with my best buddy, Richard. Hello, Rich.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
How are you doing? So, what happened in our last game, Rich?
I got a bit of a butt whooping.
For the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, no, but it was good. It was a fantastic game, and it's. I enjoyed games like that, so, which are hard and close.
Well, hopefully this one is going to be 2. We both had a little switcheroo with our lists.
Yeah. Without even knowing.
Without knowing, I turned up, Richard said, I've got flyers today. And I said, I've got flyers today. So, yeah, let's have a look at these lists. Okay, so here is my list. It's very similar to the last one that I played. However, I've switched out the 2 Doomsday Arcs for Doom Scythes. They cost me an extra 10 points, so I dropped a Scarab. And then on this guy, heading up my Outrider detachment, he has got a Warseye. And then I've upgraded that to the Void Reaper, so he's a bit more close combat orientated than he was in the last game. I then have my 6 fast attack choices, 2 units of Wraiths. I've made a slight change. 1 unit has the Whip Coils, and the other unit has the Claws. Last time they both had Whip Coils, and there's a reason for that which I'll talk to you about in a second. And then we have some Ophidian Destroyers, a unit of 6, 3 units of 6 Scarab Swarms, and the Nightbringer. Awesome, can't wait to use him again. And then we have the Silent King, of course, in the Supreme Command detachment. Right, so back to these Whip Coils here. So I've changed my all-game protocol to the Novok one, so +1 to strength, which could be quite useful because, of course, the Whip Coils are strength 6. I'll have that +1 on the first round of combat, and potentially I could use my stratagem taking me to strength 8 to hopefully bypass Richard's Ramshackle. However, I like the idea of lots of attacks from the Whip Coils, especially with the Silent King around, so yeah, I'm just trying a unit of each. Right, that is my list. Let's have a look at the pesky Orks. Okay, Rich, what have you got today?
I've got my Supreme Command detachment with Gaz and Makari in as usual.
Yep.
Just here. There you go. Then I've got a battalion. I've got the boss Sagstruck and the Weird Boy heading it up. And then I've got 2 units of 10 Beastnagger boys and a unit of 15 boys. I've then got an Elite's 4 Mega Knobs with kill saws. My heavies, I've got a unit of 3 mech guns, bubble chuckers, because I think they're fun. I've got a battle wagon which Gaz and that will go in. I've got the kill rig, we'll have 1 unit of Snagger boys in. I've got 2 flyers, they've got the teleport blasters, and then I've got the truck to carry the knobs and Sagstruck in at the beginning, just in case I get first turn. Okay,
so let's have a look at the mission and the secondaries. Okay, so we are playing Tide of Convergence, an interesting one. It's Dawn of War deployment, and we've got 6 objectives. Let's have a look at the objectives. There's 1 in each deployment zone opposite there, and then there's 4 objectives in the middle at this sort of funny, weird shape, but pretty much symmetrical. Now, in terms of the terrain, just a note on that, all of the pieces are obscuring, and we're classing them as being 5 inches tall, and also that they've got windows and holes, so you can shoot through them if you touch them. The 4 pieces on the middle sections of the outsides here are all dense pieces of terrain. Okay, so that's the terrain. How about the secondary mission for the main mission? It's called Overrun.
Overrun, yeah.
How do you score that, Rich?
Right, so you score it in the first, second, third and fourth turns, and you get 2 points for holding the objective markers in in your opponent's part of no man's land, and if you hold your opponent's one in the deployment zone, it's 4 points, and it's worth 4 points at the end of a battle if you're in control of that.
Okay, interesting. And then for the primary mission, it's hold 2 for 4 points, 3 for 8, and more for 12. Right, that's how you score, except of course we've got secondary objectives as well, so let's have a look at those. Okay, so we have Necrons Without Remorse, taking Code of Combat, Treasures of Eons and Ancient Machineries, and we have What Is It Good For, taking Bring It Down, No Prisoners and Psychic Interrogation. So, there we go. We are ready for this game. Let's do it. Okay, so we have deployed. I have my 2 Doom Scythes right the way over here. Then we have the command barge and the wraiths hiding as much as they can in this piece of terrain. We've got some scarabs at the back here and the other 2 scarabs at the front with the wraiths, the Silent King and the Nightbringer just there. I've got my Ophidians, of course, in reserve. Richard has deployed. He's got some boys here, the flyer, the truck with the character on that can move like pretty much the whole of the board. The kill rig, some more boys, another truck with Thrakarim, another flyer, and then we've got the grots and the guns just there. And you don't actually have anything in reserve, they're all in trucks, yeah?
They're all in trucks.
In trucks, right. Now, I think it's going to be a bit harder for me to score Treasures of Eons today because obviously there's 4 objectives, so Richard has actually chosen this one, and this one, so that's going to be harder. But we are ready to go to find out who is going first. Potentially this mission leans towards going second as a benefit. However, as we both have flyers, turn 1 could be pivotal. So let's find out. The big dice roll off. Here we go. Richard gets a 6 with his devil dice. Mine jumps out. That's not really fair, is it? I think I should roll that again.
You can roll it again on that one.
Okay, so it's going to be turn 1 to the pesky Orks. Hate you, Richard. Okay, Richard has just called the war. Of course, I've got my pre-game move to do. So, Hungry Void, all game protocol. Turn 1 protocol is Eternal Guardian, so I'm going to choose Directive 1. Directive 1, because I don't really need to move backwards, because I'm already backwards. Obviously, that's my plan. We're playing Orks because they're so horrible. I do not want to move forwards. However, I am going to move both these Scarab units backwards, potentially the Wraiths backwards, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, so I moved the Scarabs and the Wraiths back because Richard has a character which moves so fast, and he's actually moved them over to the Doom Scythes. He's scared of them. So this guy gets out the truck 3 inches, he moves 14 inches, he auto advances 6 inches, and then he assaults. And he's quite nasty in assault as well.
Yeah, I've just got to make sure. I don't think that's a mortal wound, but I'll double check.
Oh, he takes a mortal wound for some reason, does he?
Yeah, because of the fuel propelled jetpacks.
Oh, okay.
So it's a mortal wound, but he's got a.
He's got a save, no doubt.
Yeah, he's got
feel no pain.
A shrug. No, he doesn't shrug it, so he's taken.
Yeah, first blood to the Necrons. So he takes a mortal wound. However, I'm sure he's got like 14 wounds or something left. 5 wounds left.
I think I'll just double check that.
Okay, end of movement. So we've got the truck on this objective. We've got the 2 planes, the kill rig and Thracker's battle wagon, all heading over towards my Necron blob. And that was the only movement. So we're going to move into the psychic phase. Got a psyker on board here, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you've got the weird boy who is somewhere. Where's the weird boy?
He's
yeah, he's hiding behind there.
For the moment.
Right, okay, so here we go then. Psychic phase. Jump on those boys, yeah?
No, but I will go back down to 4 command points.
Okay.
And it does go off.
Okay, so they just jumped there, right in front of my face. Thanks for that, Rich. Right, what's your next one?
I should really do psychic interrogation.
You don't want to do that. I'm not worrying about points. Do you see me trying to get points?
So it will be psychic interrogation. You will be able to
deny. What do you need?
a 4, but the higher I get, the better.
Indeed. So
A 9.
a 9. Okay, well, let's try and deny that then. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's got to be higher, yeah?
I believe it's got to be higher to deny.
Okay, we're in the shooting phase. So this guy shot at my flyer, just a pop shot, 1 shot. Richard rolled a 6 to hit, a 6 to wound, and I rolled a 1 to save. So I lost 2 wounds. Over here, I've lost a menhir from shooting from the kill rig, and now the 2 aeroplanes are going to shoot. What are you going to be shooting at, Rich?
Well, I think everything has to go into a king.
Okay.
If I split fire and I don't kill the king, I would be kicking my.
Yeah.
So do the first plane first. He gets 2d6 for the 2 teleport mega blasters, and he gets a d3 for the smasher gun. So he's going to have.
So what do you need to hit?
These are
the D3s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
4 and 2. So 4 and 1.
4 and 1. Yeah.
So he's going to need, which isn't very good.
I think it's very good. I'm very happy with that. No doubt you'll roll better on the next plane, but
yeah.
Let's see what this can do first.
So needing 4s. So 1 hit on each.
Okay.
Which is a shit. Now needing 3s. Toughness 8, is he?
Toughness 7.
So yeah, 3s on both. I re-roll that one.
1 point.
Yeah, so both wound.
Okay.
So that one's -3, that one's -5. So
okay, so the -5 one is orange, but I'll be obviously on my 4-up save on all of them. So 4 ups. Save that one, but not the -5 one.
So that's a d6. So
D6 damage, yeah.
2 damage.
2 damage. Okay, so the next plane shooting exactly the same, yeah? Into the king.
Yeah. So 6 and 5. That's a little better.
So you get 3.
4, 5, 6.
They're D3s, aren't they?
Oh yeah, so,
Yeah.
3, yeah. So 4. So that's about right. So 3.
Okay, so 3 4-up saves. Here we go. Make 2 of them.
Right, so it's 3 automatically plus D3. So
Okay, I think I might need to try and command re-roll this
6.
because I'm on my men here with just 3
so
wings.
that's 6 damage.
Okay, I am going to CP at them. I save it. Okay, Richard had a few pop shots with his other guns, but did no damage, and we're on the final unit to shoot, and that's these. What are they called?
Bubble chuckers.
Bubble chuckers. So we're going to find out what they can do. So it is totally random, so this is going to be interesting.
They will be doing the scarabs.
Shooting at the scarabs, which unit?
The front unit, is it?
There's 2 units there, so you got one on the right and then one on the left.
The one on the right.
One on the right, okay.
So front, middle, back.
Okay.
So front one is the 3D3 blast.
Right.
Big bubble. And I've got the front one's the wobbly bubble, D6. Then I've got the dense bubble, heavy one. And I've got a big bubble.
Okay.
So we'll do them in.
Do them separately,
Yeah. So I'll do the 3D3 shots. 3, 4, 5 shots. Hitting on 4s.
That's not bad.
-2. Strength 6. So
Okay.
2s.
2s, no saves.
3.
damage.
1 each.
1 each, so there's 1 wound left on a Scarab Swarm.
Yeah, so the next one is D6, 4. Hitting on 4s, 1 hit, strength 8, so it's a 2 again, so it hits, but that's 3 damage, so that's a Scarab base done.
1 base gone.
So doesn't hit with the last.
Right, okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase, yeah? Okay, so we got an RP. Come on then, let's see if we can do this. We need 4 5s. Well, and 6s. Come on. Halfway there. Okay, charges. The boys on these wraiths. Richard is going first, so you need a 9. Yeah?
A 9.
He gets it easy with a 10. Okay. And then this guy.
Yeah, he only needs a 6.
He's going to fail. He's going to fail.
He gets 2 goes at it as well. A 9 again.
Why'd you get huge charges all the time?
Now, if I did the third one with the...
the killer can things. Re-rolled it. Go on, see? 3 times in a row, if you'd played them, but you haven't played them.
No, but...
Okay.
I always fail 1.
Here we go then. So go into the assault phase, see what Richard can do.
5, 6, 7.
Don't think you've got enough dice, Rich, have you?
8, 9.
Have you got enough dice there?
Oh, only just.
So these, what are these? Beast Snagger Boys, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Beast Snagger Boys have got into my raid. I've heroically intervened with this guy. Richard's called the War, and he's used a stratagem so that 5s and 6s explode. So he's got an awesome amount of attacks. So yeah, let's see what he can do.
59 attacks.
59 attacks.
No, yeah. 45 and... No, 49 attacks.
49, no, that's not quite as bad, I suppose.
But maybe I'm thinking I'm going to get at least 10.
You probably will. Here we go. So, 1 cock dice.
But those are 1s and 2s, which is not good.
So you need 3s to hit, presumably.
Yeah, so
and
I get
5s to 6s explode.
Got two on the main guy.
I'll let you take the dice out and we'll be back. Right, he's finally finished gathering his dice. So, it's going to be 3s to wound.
So I missed with 1 of them. Right,
So a reasonable amount of wounds. Okay, here we go. The orange ones are 2 wounds each, and the green are 1 wound. And we need 4s. So here we go. We save all but 2 of the orange ones.
That's 1 dead base.
It's 1 dead wraith. And let's take out the misses here. So that's a dead wraith. That's a dead wraith. I'll let you do it. I think that could be the unit.
Yeah, and even if you can't, because they're 2 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we've only got 5 wraiths. They're all dead. Okay, so this guy took a good amount of wounds off of my Doom Scythe. I'm down to 2 wounds. My Scythe attacked back. I actually got a 6 to hit, and I wounded. Richard failed his save, and then he did his Feel No Pain and saved it. He wouldn't let me have any fun. And then over here, the Command's Barge killed 2 of these boys. And that takes us to the end of Orks turn 1. So let's move into Necrons turn 1. Okay, movement phase. I'll move the 2 flyers just there. We've got the Wraiths coming up to these boys. And then we've got some movement here. These Scarabs have moved forward and done ancient machineries. With the 2 big guys there, and the Scarabs just in the building there. We're now doing the powers of the Catan. Okay, so first of all, it's Gaze of Death on the flyer. So we need 4s. You get 2 of them, so that's D3 mortal wounds each. So that's 4 mortal wounds. So now Antimatter Meteor on the flyer. We need a 3 or more. We do, and that is 3 mortal wounds. Okay, shooting phase. I shot the Tesla cannon and killed one of those boys there. We're now onto the Silent King. We're going to shoot all of the guns into the kill rig just there, which is touching that piece of terrain. So first of all, the single Menhir, needing 2s. It's not hard to hit or anything, no?
No.
No. So 2s. He gets a 1. Going to re-roll that. I can re-roll it because of his own ability, so he can re-roll it himself. A 2, just about gets in. Let's use a command point, auto wound, because I know my dice rolling is so bad. So that one wounds.
Right, so one auto wound, yeah. Do you want me to?
Yeah, go and save it now, might as well.
No, I re-roll.
Come on, re-roll.
Yeah, still doesn't.
Okay, so that's 6 damage. Okay, now the Sceptre of Eternal Glory. So we need 2s. Re-rolling, because we are the Silent King. And strength 8.
Toughness 8.
Toughness 8, so 4s. So 1 goes through this time. -3.
No.
Nope. Okay, and that damage is 2. Now the Staff of Stars. So 9 shots, strength 6. So we need 2s.
1's you re-roll.
Yep. All them.
Now 5's.
Strength 6, so we need 5s. We get no 5s, but a lot of 4s. Okay, so now we're on to the Doom Scythes. The first one is going to shoot the big gun at the kill rig and the tester cannon over there. So let's do the big gun first. So we will need 3s. This one isn't wounded, so 3s. 2 go through. Strength 12, so 3s. 1 goes through, and that is -4, Rich.
-4 on the
On the kill rig, yeah.
On this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's D3 plus 3 wounds. So there you go, 4 wounds. Right, now the tester cannons. So we need 3s, looking for 6s. We get 1 6, and then those 2 miss. And then we are strength 7, toughness 5, yeah, so 3s. Those 3 miss. So 2, 4, 6, 7 saves with no AP.
That's good. That's over half, I say.
Yeah, not bad. So 3 die, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then the next Doom Scythe. Alright, second Doom Scythe is going to be shooting on 5s. The kill rig's got 4 wounds. Alright. So this is a tough one. Is he on his bottom tier?
Yes, he'll be with it, bottom tier. He's nearly
What
bottom.
difference does it make?
It doesn't make any difference to his big gun.
No. Ideally I want to kill it with the king, but that's not going to happen this round.
Nope.
Unless I get a really, really big charge. I don't think that's going to happen.
How far away are you?
I'm probably about 12 inches away by the looks of it.
And can you part? You can't. Oh, you can fly. So.
Yeah, no.
But you're still.
Yeah.
You'd have to declare both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So let's have a look.
It's just a case of, do I try to kill it this turn? I probably won't. I need 5.
4 wounds. So he is on his bottom tier.
Okay, let's just try and get rid of it because I hate that thing. We're attempt. We're going to shoot exactly the same this time. So, but we need 5s. So come on then, boys. 5s.
Yeah, you need a 10-inch.
I get 1 through. Strength 12, so 3s. He does wound, -4, Rich.
So.
Yeah, okay, so this is 3 plus D3. You've got 4 wounds.
Yeah. 4
4 wounds. Does he explode?
No.
As I just, sorry about that, I just
That's
jolted
right.
the table.
Yeah.
Right, okay, now for the tester cannons. Okay, so we need 5s, looking for 6s. We do get 2 6s, and we get 1 5. So those 2 from the 2 6s, and that one hits. And then we need 3s. That's a better roll. So 2, 4, 6 saves on those boys. So
2,
6 saves
4, 6,
as well to do.
7. I'll do a 6 saves.
Yeah,
first.
okay. 6 saves on the boys.
1, so 2, 4, 5 die.
5 more die, okay. And then we've got these guys getting out the truck. Kill rig even.
1 dies.
1 dies, okay. That is the end of the shooting phase. Obviously I can see I made a tactical error there. And what I should have done is shot the Doom Scythes at this thing first, and then shot the Silent King, and I would have killed it, and that would have been 3 points. So, tactical error, remembered that for next time. However, let's move on to the assault phase. Okay, assault is done. Richard used his last command point, so Overwatch here, got 1 wound through, which I failed to save. I got a 3, I re-rolled it for a CP, and I got another 3, and then I lost the Menhir. It was 3 plus D3 damage. So Menhir is dead. Potentially I could have put the Scarabs in and let them take the Overwatch, but I didn't. And then over here we got into the assault here. So let's roll some dice and see what happens. Okay, so I'm assaulting with the Wraiths first. These have got whip coils, so 8 attacks each, and mine will be done. Strength 4, strength 5 for Novak, and I use a stratagem for +1 to strength, strength 6. I'll be wounding on 3s. So here we go. So we need 3s to hit. Drop 1 on the floor. So let's roll those 2. So I didn't even roll that out of my hand. So
And you've got 2 cocked in the middle.
2 cocked in the middle. I think 1 cocked.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, so 1s and 2s come out. Okay, so now we need 3s to wound.
Quite good.
That's not bad. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 at -1 AP. Okay, 20 saves. What you got? 5 plus?
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's dead.
Yep, all dead. Okay, into the assault phase. I'm going to enjoy saying this because usually it's the other way round. My Wraiths went first and they annihilated Richard's unit. And then the Silent King went next and he annihilated Richard's unit. Oh, we are having fun. Okay, so that is the end of Necron's turn 1. And we're going to move in to the Orks, turn 2. So you're on 1 CP, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm up to 5. My protocol is Undying Legion, so I'm going to choose Directive 1, so that's +1 to Living Metal. Richard rolling a dice, what's that for?
So now I lose 1.
Is that morale?
2.
Oh, morale.
4.
Morale, yeah, we forgot that.
2, 4, 6, 7. So 6 actually.
Are they under half?
2, 4.
They are, so
now.
1s and 2s. Ooh, 3 1s.
Right. 4
They're
die.
still there, but there's a lot less Orks there now. Okay, Orks turn 2 movement. This boy over here has gone to assault that by the looks of it. Over here we've got the Mega Knobs got out of this truck, leaving them an 8-inch charge onto my Wraiths. In the meantime, Thracko is just quite happy having his cup of tea in this battle wagon, just moved up to that position. Over here we've got the Flyer flying behind my Nightbringer, and then over here these boys just moved on to this objective. Richard did score 12 points for the primary objectives this turn because he was on 3 objectives and I was on 2. We're going to move in to the shooting phase. No, the psychic phase. Okay, so I just got smited by the weird boy on this vehicle, taking me down to 1 wound. Good job I got my Living Metal. Richard's now talking about he might have to shoot it. So hopefully that just takes some fire away from something else, at least if I try to look at it positively. Right, let's move into the shooting phase. So, you remember when these aeroplanes shot me in turn 1, and Richard rolled really badly and hardly did any damage. It didn't happen this turn. This one plane took out the Silent King. He had... How many wounds did you actually do in the end?
6. Oh, I did 18 in total.
18 wounds in total and killed the King. And guess what? The King exploded. I did 4 mortal wounds on the plane, 3 mortal wounds on the Nightbringer, and each of the Scarab bases in each unit took 2 mortal wounds. Okay, on with the rest of the shooting phase. Right, shooting phase. So these trucks here split some of their shots into the Scarabs and into the Flyer that had 1 wound left, and they failed to do anything. So Richard had to shoot some other stuff into the Flyer, and he did manage to kill it, and it exploded. Took a wound off of this guy, took 2 wounds off of myself, and then everything else shot from here into these scarabs, and I lost a scarab base and a wound on the other scarab. So that is it. Richard is moving into the assault phase. We've got this big one here, the Mega Knobs. Are they going first?
Yes.
So you need an 8-inch charge, re-rollable because you're pesky orcs. Foul.
9.
A succeed. No, that came out the pot. I don't think that's...
But gone on the floor, I'd have given that to you.
Okay, the Mega Knobs are in. This could really hurt.
Oh, it will.
Unless I roll loads and loads of 4s. And just shrug it all off. What do you think, Rich? I think I can do it.
You could do.
The end is near.
And Sagsock into your...
So the battle wagon got into the race as well, and now this guy into my... Oh, hold on, let's Overwatch, for God's sake.
Yeah, you might as well. I'll make it in.
You're in if unless I kill you. Right, let's do it. Overwatch! Okay, so I just shot the big gun. Overwatch. I only need 6s. What did I roll? 3 1s. Okay, let's forget that roll. Richard did laugh. I hate you, Richard. Right.
I hate me too sometimes.
And then the Tesla gun. Come on, 6s. We get 2 6s, and obviously those explode, so that's quite handy. So we have those. Strength 7, 3s. Okay, so we have 5 saves, Rich. No AP though. What save do you have?
4 up.
Okay, you got 4 wounds there. No CPs left for you, so no rerolls. Oh! Did he just die?
He may die.
Oh, feel no pain. Don't tell me you got feel no pain.
Yeah, he has got to feel no pain.
Okay, 5 up, feel no pain.
No.
Yay! He's dead! Whee! Woo! Woo! Celebrate good times. Come on. I'm going to get a copyright strike for music. Okay, end of the assault phase. I lost 3 wraiths in total. I did interrupt and I killed a Mega Knob, and I've got 1 Mega Knob down to 1 wound. I did no RP, didn't get anything back. And that's the end of Orc turn 2. So let's move into Necrons turn 2. Seems like ages ago since it was my turn. Right, here we go. Okay, I scored 4 points for being on 2 objectives. My living metal, I got the extra bonus because of my protocol this turn, so that takes the Nightbringer up to 8 wounds. The 2 Scarab Swarms just here gone up to full wounds, and the Night Scythe up to full wounds, so that protocol proving very useful. Right, let's move. Okay, I changed my Nightbringer power for my last and only CP to Cosmic Fire, and then I moved him up in range of as many units as I could. The Wraiths here have fallen back, and the command barges will come up here. My will be done to the Wraiths. And then over here, the Wraiths that were the Scarabs that were here moved up, and I've done Ancient Machineries on that objective. The Flyer has moved up over there, and then I brought my Ophidian Destroyers in just here. So now we're moving on to the Powers of the Catan. Okay, Powers of the Catan. Cosmic Fire then first on a 4+, it's D3 mortal wounds, and we've got the Mega Knobs, the Battle Wagon, and the Flyer in range. So let's do the Flyer first. 4+. Nope. On the Battle Wagon. Yes, D3 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds. And then on the Mega Knobs, we really want this one. We do. How many mortal wounds? 3 mortal wounds on the Mega Knobs as well. Okay, Gaze of Death on the Flyer. We need 4s. We get 1 4. That's D3 mortal wounds. That takes 3 mortal wounds. It's down to 5 wounds. Okay, end of the shooting phase. To be fair, that didn't go that well. I shot the big gun over there, the Doom Scythe, at the Flyer, and I got it down to 1 wound. Really annoying. And then I shot the twin Tesla Destructor at these guys, and I failed miserably. Only did 3 wounds. And how many actually did I kill, Rich? 2?
2.
2. Yeah, so I only killed 2. And then over here, I decided to shoot the underslung tester gun at the aeroplane, trying to take that last wound off before it flies off the board, and also get Code of Combat, but I failed, and Richard saved the one dice that did get through. So, end of the shooting phase, not that successful. However, we're going to move into the assault phase. Right, here we go. So, been watching... Who have I been watching? I've been watching someone on YouTube. Can't remember who it was. But he said, do your longest charges last. So, I'm going to leave these to last, because that's my longest charge. I don't know why, but he seemed to think it was better to do the longer charges last.
Okay.
So...
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Personally, you've seen me leave my longest charges to last with the death grids, and that's not worked out for me. And I've had, and that's eight. That's 2 lots of rolls on it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why he said it. Maybe it's because of this command re-roll, but I don't know.
It might be, and I mean, it's an interesting one. We'll see how that works.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, here we go. We're going to. Have you got guns?
No.
No guns.
No, all melee.
Okay, so I'm going to assault with the command barge. We're definitely in.
Yeah.
I'm going to assault with the wraiths into the mega nubs as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they're definitely in. 2 massive charges. The Nightbringer. I want to assault this thing.
Go on then.
Yeah, I know you just want to do Overwatch and explode, don't you?
I'll just take the I'll just do the Overwatch, and then if I explode as well, it's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah.
It weakens you.
And this has got death roller rubbish stuff, hasn't it?
You can kill it, but
Yeah.
it's not. All you're going to do is spill out Fracker, which I'm quite happy to spill out Fracker.
Yeah. I'm just going to stand there
Yeah.
on the objective.
Yeah,
Right, over here, the
probably
big one, the big one. And I've so far rolled really good. Well, let's see what we can do. We need a 9, a 6.
Yeah, no.
Whacked.
No re-rolls with it.
Okay, assault phase. I actually had the perfect result. I'm trying to get Code of Combat with this guy. So I assaulted with the Wraiths first, and I got 1 Mega Knob down to 1 wound left, and then this guy finished him off for Code of Combat. So that was handy. So that is the end of my turn 2. Points wise, it's 32 points each at the moment, and whilst the board is covered in models, actually there's not that much left if you really look at it. Richard's got those guns, some boys, that truck. Obviously he's got the big main man in there, Thraka. However, I've got the Nightbringer, a couple of units here, and obviously some Scarabs, and the Flyer, and the Ophidians who failed their charge, but we won't talk about them. Let's forget them. They're not there, Rich. Forget them.
I'm going to forget them, so surely.
Okay, here we go then. Turn 3 for the Orks. Right, Richard did a Tom Cruise manoeuvre, and he's moved his Flyer just over there, on 1 wound, remember? And then he moved his truck back onto that objective. He moved the Weird Boy onto that objective. Thraka and Makari got out of the battle wagon, and then the battle wagon moved over onto that objective. Thraka eyeing up the Ophidians. I can totally understand why Richard has done that. On the other side of the coin, I think I'm a bit happy with that, because it does give me a little bit of breathing space. However, the reasons for doing it obviously are quite clear, because that's my only unit over that side of the table. Thraka's going to kill them easily. There's that objective there, which is one of my Eon objectives. So there's loads of reasons why he's done it, but it does sort of take the pressure off me a little bit. Okay, let's move into the shooting phase. Okay, so we are in the shooting phase. This Flyer rolled really well and took out my Flyer, even though it was hitting on 6s, because it's just got 1 wound left. And then Richard shot these big guns over here, one at my Catan, who failed to wound, the other 2 at the Scarab Swarms. I lost a base. I threatened this base. I said, if you want to live, roll 5s and 6s. And he obviously wanted to live, so he actually comes back. I think that's the first time I've regenerated a single Scarab Swarm. Very nice. Okay, end of turn 3 for the Orks. The Necrons have been severely depleted, but the game is definitely still on. So, yeah, I lost one Wraith over here. My other Wraith is on 1 wound. I attacked back and got this truck down to 9 wounds. Thraka, of course, annihilated my Ophidians. And then over here, these guys annihilated my Scarab Swarms. So let's move into Necrons turn 3. Right, okay, starting to play the mission now because I don't have much left. So I've left both the Scarabs on these 2 objectives. I moved the Nightbringer up, the idea to try and get onto this objective because it is a treasures objective, hopefully kill those with powers and an assault, that's the plan. This guy's moved up to this objective and done ancient machineries, and then the Wraith has fallen back over onto that objective because that's an ancient, that's an Eons objective. So it's that one, and that one is my Eon. So I'm going for 5 points there if I can. Right, let's move into the powers of the Catan. Okay, end of Necron turn 3. So I did exactly what I wanted to do, although the power of the Catan phase epically failed. However, the Nightbringer did get into assault and I killed all of those boys, so I took that objective for Eons. Obviously I've got that objective for Eons over there, and I'm on this one, so I've got maximum points. I did the ancient machineries just here, and I got 4 points for taking both of those objectives for the mission's overrun special rule. Okay, so we're moving in now to turn 4 for the Orks. Right, so Tom Cruise banked over here and tried to do some shooting into the Nightbringer along with a... what have you got? Where's your... Oh, Weird Boy, here he is. This thing hiding behind there got a super smite, did 3 wounds off the Nightbringer. Then everything here shot into the Nightbringer, trying to get it down to at least 3 wounds so that he could kill him in the assault, but he fouled thanks to some good saves from me. He's on 4 wounds at the moment. This command barge took some shots from Thraka and I lost 1 wound, and that's it. We're moving into the assault phase. So yeah, obviously the Nightbringer's going to get assaulted, probably by the boys and the truck, or just the boys?
Just the boys.
Just the boys, and then obviously Thraka's going to kill this Wraith over here unless I roll an uber amount of 4+ saves. Right, okay, here we go. Okay, end of turn 4, I took 2 wounds on the command barge, it's down to 4 wounds. And then my Nightbringer managed to kill the boys after they failed to do any damage at all on the Nightbringer. And of course, Thraka killed that Wraith over there. So we are moving into turn 4 for the Necrons. Let's see what we can do. Okay, Necron turn 4. My protocol is +1 to movement. And I've done some moving. I've moved the Scarabs from over here. I advanced them in range of both of these objectives, and I did the same with these, just hedging my bets for these objectives. There's quite a bit of shooting, but I'm just doing my best to get as many points as I can. This just stayed locked in combat, and the Nightbringer's come over here. He's not touching the piece of terrain so that he can assault Thraka and hopefully not get no overwatch. Okay, end of my turn 4. We both assaulted each other here and we both did no wounds. And then the Nightbringer took out Thraka. Thraka used his last 2 CPs to fight after he died, bringing the Nightbringer down to 2 wounds. So Thraka did 3 wounds there. That's the end of my turn. It's really, really close on the points as we move in to turn 5 for the Orks. Okay, so turn 5 for the Orks. This truck's moved up onto this objective. I think Richard's plan is to try to shoot the Scarabs out. The Weird Boy moving onto that objective, and the Weird Boy has just smited the Nightbringer, who's just exploded. So we're going to roll this on camera. So this has got 1 wound. So it's D3 mortal wounds.
It should die.
It should die. It will die. 3, and then Makari, who's also on 1 wound. 3 wounds on Makari as well. And am I in range of the truck or not?
He explodes.
Okay, yeah.
Now you'll probably check the truck.
Yeah. Got to measure up.
Is it 6 inches?
6 inches, yeah.
That's that's the edge. There. No, not quite.
No.
So he gets 6-inch move.
You've used a stratagem, have you?
Yeah, just to blow him.
Yeah.
Which puts your thing up.
Mm-hmm.
It does put my truck still in.
Indeed, yeah.
But it's D3.
D3.
One on yours.
One on me.
One on mine.
One on yours, okay.
But it's a flyer gone.
The flyer is gone. Okay. Okay, end of turn 5 for the Orcs. So in the assault phase, over here my command barge died. I got this truck down to 1 wound, but that was that. Then over here I was assaulted by this truck and I lost a couple of scarab bases. And that was that. End of turn 5 for the Orcs. The Necron turn 5 is going to be very quick, and then we are going to add up the score. So, end of my turn 5. I just fell back here onto the objective to make sure that Richard didn't kill me in the assault. So I got my Eons points over there. We've added up the score, so let's have a look at it. So Richard got 26 points for primary. He ended up with 12 points for Bring It Down, 9 points for No Prisoners, and then 3 points for Psychic Interrogation. So that was a total of 60 points. And then over this side, the Necrons got 38 points for primary.
Yeah,
yep.
in total.
And then we've got 13 points for Code of Combat, 14 points for Eons of Treasure, and 12 points for Ancient Machinery. So that took me up to 87 points, so a very nice victory for the Necrons. I'm really happy with that because, to be fair, I didn't think I was going to win that.
No, it turned in the last couple, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Yeah, I just sort of, I just held it together, played the mission as much as possible, and
I couldn't get rid of the Nightbringer quick enough. Which meant I couldn't get rid of the scarabs, which is where I needed to be in the last couple of turns. Plocking away at them.
Wow, awesome game. Thank you, Rich.
No, brilliant game. Yeah. I enjoy it. I don't think I could have done much more, just not getting rid of him quick enough.
Yeah, it was good to see the flyers in action as well.
Yeah, it was brilliant, and they all did damage. And,
both flyers were pretty decent.
They both did jobs, didn't they?
Exactly. Well, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Wow, that's 2 victories in a row for the Necrons.
Very good.
I believe that, Richard, you're not going to play Goths.
I'm not
in the
playing
next
the Goth.
one. We're going to have a bit of a change up.
I told you before the last match that I'd give you 2 more chances against the Goff Pressure List, just so you try and get your win in, and you've got 2 wins, which is good.
Yeah, excellent. So, exciting times. Let's see what we do in our next game. In the meantime, if you want to see the previous battle reports, then here is the playlist for you to check out.